Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park West. I am Ron Nicoletti. It is Wednesday afternoon, 8 races to show you. Let's check out those track and weather conditions. The main track is fast. The turf course is firm. The first race, 5.5 furlongs, maiden claimers. 2-year-old fillies. One jockey change to tell you about. The number 7, All About Hay, will be ridden by Miguel Vasquez. The off-time favorite, number 5, Damn Locks.
Racing at GPW. Good start toward the inside for Me Gusta Papi, who heads off for the early lead, with Damn Locks moving to be second. Up on the inside, Madeline's Dancer out of there third. All About Hay on the far outside is now fourth, followed by Steady Rock. A length and a half back, second last early on is Tis Bud She Wants, and the trailer is My Heart Dominus. Past the half mile and moving to the far turn. Up front, Me Gusta Papi leads 3 parts of a length. Madeline's Dancer now the nearest pursuer second. On the outside, Damn Locks is back to third. Trying to run home from fourth is All About Hay. Getting around to fifth, running Steady Rock. Then Tis Bud She Wants and My Heart Dominus. 5/16 to go. Me Gusta Papi has the lead. Madeline's Dancer comes to call once again from second. 3 back to Damn Locks, who's a driven third. All About Hay is fourth with less than a quarter of a mile to go. They're at the top of the stretch. Hector Barrios and Me Gusta Papi turn first with the lead by 2.5. Madeline's Dancer is there second. Down the center, All About Hay with in between horses Damn Locks. But Me Gusta Papi just keeps finding. Me Gusta Papi and Hector Barrios on the class drop. Too fast and too good. They'll win the Wednesday opener gate to wire by 5 or 6. Going to be close then for second. Steady Rock photos with All About Hay. Then Damn Locks and Madeline's Dancer.
Number 2, Me Gusta Papi takes some wire to wire. Nice ride by Hector Barrios. He's doing an incredible job. Owned by MNC Champions and trained by Jaime Mejia. Second race is on the turf. These are claimers that'll be running at 5 furlongs. They're 3-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races. Scratch both also eligible entries, number 9, Ballistico, and number 10, Trio of Champions.
And they're off. Ed's Dog gets the first call, quickly up to take over as 40 hits to fire to the top. Loving Ard Simar gets away racing in second. Down at the inside, Candy Max takes up residence in third. Our Boss on the outside fourth, followed by Spinos. Then back to Ed's Dog ahead of Dirac. Torch Bearer is last. Past the half mile and moving to the far turn, David Baracco and 40 hits on the engine by a length. Racing second, Loving Ard Samar toward the inside. Candy Max at joint third. On his outside is our Boss, who's back to fourth. Then Spinos and Dirac getting ahead of Ed's Dog, who's lost ground. The trailer remains Torchbearer. There's a quarter of a mile left to go, and they're at the top of the stretch. 40 hits. Turns first with the lead. There's a host of pursuers. Dirac has made ground from the back. Our Boss, safe ground, cut the corner inside of the leader and is now up to challenge. Down the center, Dirac in between horses, Loving Ard Simar. Final eighth of a mile, Dirac out in the center. Our Boss toward the rail. These two kick on. Dirac has the lead. Our Boss to the inside of him. Dirac, Our Boss, these two. It's Dirac to win it. Dirac and Semi Camacho spring the upset with Our Boss second.
Number 5, D-Rock stalks and closes to score for KE Racing Stable, trained by Ken Wesley, ridden today by Sammy Camacho. That horse paid $7.60 to win. We're on the main track for race number 3. It's a 5.5 furlong sprint. These are maiden claimers, and they're 2-year-olds running at 5.5 furlongs. Scratch number 2, Tong Shu.
And they're off. Logsden from the rail was away the best to take the lead from Loudon Song, who comes away in second. Up on the outside, Why Trust has some early speed. In between horses, Gideon. Fade Away is down toward the inside. Then down at the inside goes Prolific Runner ahead of Best Thunder, and 2.5 to the trailer, Home Drill. They make their way past the half-mile point and swing to the far turn. Logsden up top under Camacho with a comfortable 2-length lead. Loudon Song the nearest pursuer second. Fade Away is trying not to do that. He's third at the inside. Garrion is back to fourth. Then Why Trust. 2 back to Prolific Runner. Home Drills at the back with Best Thunder as they run around the far turn. Logsden faces a threat from Loudon Song on the outside. These two pass the quarter pole, working 4 ahead of Fade Away. Then Garrion, and they're at the top of the stretch. Camacho goes to work on the inside horse Logsden. Loudon Song trying to press past on the outside with an eighth of a mile left to go. Logsden roused up front. He's responding. He leads by 2. Loudon Song is clearly second. The battle's for third. Gideon and Fade Away. But it's Logsden in front. Logsden goes gate to wire to win by 3. Loudon Song was second. Gideon fan ran third. And Fade Away finished fourth.
Number 1, Launceston scores and gives jockey Sammy Camacho his second consecutive victory, owned by Ken Davis and trained by Luis Olivares. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll have race number 4. Welcome back. The 4th race, 5 furlongs on the turf. These are starter optional claimers. The off-time favorite, number 1, Fallen Leaf.
And they're off. A step slow was Taylor's in orbit. Good start on the inside for Fallen Leaf, who heads off for the early lead. From the outside, that's Awesome Mendensum, who comes away to race in second. Pretty Shady is third. Cordell races from fourth, a length and a half in front of an improving Delicious Pursuit. Love and Lemons is on her outside. Then back to Taylor's in orbit, and the early trailer is Treat Her Like Star. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Edgard Zayas and Fallen Leaf with the advantage, a length and a half. Awesome and Densum is second. Cordell is clearly third. Pretty Shady is back to fourth. Running home from fifth is Taylor's in orbit. She's down inside with less than a quarter of a mile left to go. Up top, it's Fallen Leaf, who turns first with the lead. Cordell issues the challenge from second toward the inside, and Taylor's in orbit coming on late, but Fallen Leaf is an eighth of a mile from the money and 3 on top. Cordell can't get her. Taylor's in orbit coming out on the outside to try to get second, but that's all she can do. Fallen Leaf is sharp in victory, and she'll win it by 4 in the end. Second, Taylor's in orbit. Third was Cordell. It's a picture for fourth.
Number 1, Fallen Leaf does it again. This horse is just too fast for these. Owned by Arville Racing LLC and M&G Stables, trained by Georgina Baxter and ridden to victory by our leading rider, Edgard Zayas. That horse paid $5.20 to win. The 5th race, a 5.5 furlong sprint. These are maiden claiming 2-year-olds. 2 scratches in the race. Number 1, School Song, and number 2, Iron Flash.
And they're off. From between horses, that's Town Jack who gets the first call and goes looking for the lead. Gem Wan moves to be second. Here's the Pink Rattler. The newcomers keyed up and moving to challenge to the top. Away in third is Major Ridge. Back to fourth and ridden is Gem Wan. The 2 at the back. Second last is Karis, and CAC Marciano is last of all with inside half a mile to go. Pace aplenty here as the Pink Rattler has speed on debut and challenges Town Jack for the lead. They're 5 in front of Gem Wan, who's racing from third. Back to fourth and driven as Major Ridge. Then comes Karis and CAC Marciano. 5/16 to go. The Pink Rattler up for a short lead now. Town Jack tries to cut the corner and fight on second. 4 clear of a third running Gem Wan. Major Ridge is back to fourth, and they're at the top of the stretch. Town Jack on the inside, the Pink Rattler on the outside. These two with the Pink Rattler still a narrow leader. Back to second is Town Jack, but he's fighting on. Back to third, Gem Wan. Final eighth of a mile. The Pink Rattler getting a bit weary here. Up on the outside of the leader, Town Jack. Town Jack comes back for the lead. The Pink Rattler game in defeat, but defeated he is by Town Jack, who wins by a length. The Pink Rattler was a good try second, Gem Wan third, then Karis and Major Ridge.
Number 6, Town Jack, very game in victory at the 6-5 favorite, owned by Double Jack Investment LLC, trained by Pedro Castillo and ridden to victory today by Carlos Montalvo. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll have race number 6.
And Go Zipper is pulling away. Go Zipper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Go Zipper kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
Welcome back. Our 6th race of the afternoon, a 7.5 furlong turf event for maiden claimers, 2-year-olds. Full field of 10 runners will go to the post.
And they're off. Zaman begins well toward the inside at the rail. Valmy now showing speed. There's the big favorite, Channeled by the Wind, offensive-minded with Rising Storm on the outside. Bunster beat to the punch today. He'll race from 5th early, then New Year. Perfect Beam is down toward the inside. It's a gap of another 2 to Karam Chand ahead of Macho Pronto. He's second last and far back to the early trailer, 2-step slew. Around the first turn they go, and jockey Romero Mirage wasting no time. He puts Channeled by the Wind on the engine and opens 5 quick lengths. Rising Storm is there second, a gap of 3 to Valmy now third. Fourth to the outside is Bunster. Then it's a gap of another 5 to New Year. To his inside is Perfect Beam. A gap of another 7 to Karam Chand. Zaman is not being persevered with. He's struggling to keep up at the back of the field. They're strung out. They're strung out over a lot of ground as they swing to the far turn. Channeled by the Wind is in front and still in front by a good margin, better than 4 lengths. Racing in second now on the outside. Bunster tries to get after Rising Storm. They're second and third. Fourth is Valmy now. Gap of 5 to New Year. Then Karam Chand with a quarter of a mile left to go. Anything in the tank here for Channeled by the Wind? He's been awfully good so far. He turns first on top. Valmy now into the clear and kick-starting a rally under Edgard Zayas. New Year closing ground for Leonel Reyes down the center. Final 1/8 of a mile. Valmy now strides to a clear lead. New Year's on the outside. He's up into second. Channeled by the Wind went too fast too soon. Valmy now 2 for Zayas. This one easy by 5 in the end. New Year up for second. Then Karam Chand third. Channeled by the Wind and Macho Pronto.
Number 1, Wow Me Now. Wow, what a nice performance. Swings wise and scores and gives Edgard Zayas his second riding victory of the day, owned by David Mellon, Leo Elman, and Laurie Pleaser, trained by Eddie Pleaser Jr. That horse paid $8.60 to win. The 7th race, a 6-furlong starter optional claimer for 2-year-olds. 6 runners going to the post with no scratches or jockey changes to report.
And they're off. Far outside, Rayo My King gets the first call and is sent for the top from his barn buddy Chinamato, who's away racing in second. Steady Earner is at the rail third. In between horses, Shafiro Mozobello is 3 wide while second last, and the early trailer is Maddie's Last Dance. They go to the half-mile point, and Barrios has him stacked and packed behind him aboard Rayo My King, who's up front with the lead by a length and a quarter. Shafiro moves to be second. Steady Earner is at the rail. In between horses, that's Chinamato trying to get going while wide is Mozobello, and the trailer is Maddie's Last Dance. That's the 6 of them inside 3 furlongs left to go. Rayo My King leads the way by a length and a half. Chinamato is still in range and starts to get to him while second. Shafiro is third. Mozobello's in a world of hurt while wide in fourth. Down at the inside, it's Steady Earner. Maddie's Last Dance is last as they wheel for home. Jaime Mejia 1-2, and Chinamato takes a shot at Rayo My King. These two with an 1/8 of a mile left. Steady Earner is next. With the advantage, it's Rayo My King. Chinamato on the outside. Steady Earner and Alvarez coming up the fence. Then a late run from Maddie's Last Dance. Chinamato's still there. Steady Earner, Rayo My King. Here's Maddie's Last Dance. Here's the line. Whoa! I think Maddie's Last Dance somehow got through and split horses to win it, but it's close.
What a finish. 4 horses on the wire, and the number 2 Maddie's Last Dance splits horses. What a ride by the apprentice Romero Ramsey Mirage. That horse paid $13.40 to win, owned by Dennis Federico and trained by Marcus Vitale. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll have our final race on Wednesday afternoon. The Fall Turf Festival is underway at Gulfstream Park West. Mark your calendars, because on Saturday, November 10th, Gulfstream will be offering 8 stakes for Florida breds, 3 on the turf, totaling $600,000. There will be 4 races for 2-year-olds, many with aspirations of competing in the winter and spring classics. Don't forget, you can watch and wager on Gulfstream Park West races in our world-class Silks Simulcast Center, located on the first floor at beautiful Gulfstream Park. Join us at Gulfstream Park and Gulfstream Park West on Saturday, November 10th. Welcome back. The 8th race, 7 1/2 furlongs on the turf. These are maiden claimers, fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upward. Scratch the 9, Honor Indy. Note the jockey on the number 8 is Marcos Meneses.
And runners away. Good start for Stage Review from between horses. Up on the far outside, Romantic Affair is moving to challenge. Venezuelan Spirit is looking for some forward position. To her inside, Cocktails or Candy. They're followed by Classy, of course, and 3 questions. The 2 at the back are La Chalupa and Shirley Temple. They run around the first turn with Romantic Affair out where she wants to be on top 2.5. Racing in second is Stage Review, the same margin to third running Cocktails or Candy. Awesome, of course, gets started, or rather Classy, of course, gets started on the outside and runs into third. Venezuelan Spirit is 5th behind the top horses and only about 4 lengths off the lead. She's favored, and she has a 4-length head start on the second choice 3 questions, who starts to creep a bit closer. 5 ahead of Shirley Temple and 8 more to La Chalupa. That's the 8 of them with less than half mile to go in the Wednesday finale, and with the advantage, it's still Romantic Affair. Moving to be second, and on the outside is Stage Review, 3 wide, and Classy, of course, third. Now Venezuelan Spirit has a decision to make. She's 4th angling for Racing Room. 3 questions to her outside, so the favorites are within half a length of each other. 3rd and 4th and moving toward the top 2. Back to 5th and Cocktails or Candy, and they're at the top of the stretch. Venezuelan Spirit has now made the lead with 3 questions on her outside. These 2 shoulder to shoulder. Jaramillo gets after Venezuelan Spirit. Zayas gets after 3 questions. They're at the 8th pole with only strides to spare as 3 questions is grinding away on the outside of Venezuelan Spirit, who's digging deep. Venezuelan Spirit on the inside, on the outside, 3 questions. Here's the line. Venezuelan Spirit, gamest of all. Venezuelan Spirit, very game in the end. Turned 3 questions away, well clear of Stage Review third.
Number 6, Venezuelan Spirit crosses the wire first, but is disqualified and placed second for interference to number 1. 3 questions. The winner pays $4.60. Gives jockey Edgar Zayas his 3rd victory today, owned by Shade Tree Thoroughbreds, Jeff Roy and Tom Fitzgerald, and trained by Jose Pinchin. In the pick 5 today, 5 of 5, $203.75. 4 of 5, $3.95. The Rainbow 6, lots of tickets, 6 out of 6, $194.04. The carryover going into Thursday, $19,350.30. And that wraps up Wednesday's action. We're right back here on Thursday with another 8-race card. Our first race post, 1:15 p.m. Should be a fun day. Good night and good luck.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.